Burmese authorities flagrantly bulldozed 16 mosques out of 17 mosques in the villages of Haindafara, Maungdaw Township since last week, according to eyewitnesses and updates received on 3 December 2017. Villages in the area of Haindafara were under massive fire since the beginning of unrest in late August. After the massive fire devastation, only 17 mosques, along with few Rohingya houses, remained. Since last week, Burmese brutal authorities eyed on the remaining 17 mosques and started using bulldozers to demolish the holy structures. After burning our houses, they are targeting our religious structures so openly, and government set them free to do so, explained one of the villagers in extreme misery. 17 of the mosques were located in Uttorfara, Furanfara, and center of Haindafara village. Now, out of the 17 mosques, only one remains and is expected to be demolished in the same way tomorrow, according to the villagers. Burmese authorities' brutal behavior is not new to the world bodies and individuals, but in a modern era we claim to be living, world bodies seem to accept a persisting genocide where human rights still remain in the law books instead of implementation on real grounds. Authorities' inferno swept on Rohingya houses in Pakto and Maungdaw Townships and persisted illegal census on Rohingyas in villages of Uttorfara Township, report sources. At around 10 a.m. today, on 7th December 2017, an unknown source of fire swept in Kiniprang internally displaced people's camp of Maungdaw Township. The fire is blazing extensively to the entire area and is transferring massive to all over the camp, as well as all the houses are attached to one another. Details of the casualties are yet unknown for the ongoing fire. Earlier, a set of military along with the police entered the area of Sirafara in village of Napura of northern Maungdaw and blazed 4 Rohingya houses. The incidents happened at late night and owners of the houses are still unidentified, where locals managed to extinguish the fire. Immigration Department started illegal census in villages of Uttorfara Township since 5th December, leaving them villages in extreme fear. They conducted suspicious checks as they did in remaining villages of Maungdaw and Bulldozed Township and informed the locals to arrive once again on 14th December for further illogical investigation on the innocent locals. Remaining Rohingyas are confined from all human needs, starting from food to healthcare, in villages of Maungdaw, where government collaboration with Mosques are intensifying the tortures from all angles, complains villagers from different villages. In Bura Shidafara and Napura villages of Maungdaw, remaining Rohingyas are facing an extreme life. They are not allowed to earn any forms of daily livelihood and confined within their area and cannot think of traveling anywhere, even for emergency needs like health care. Moreover, they are forced to buy rations and other items of need at double price from Hindus. The items sold to Rohingyas are Rohingya goods which Mosques have looted earlier from the markets of Boli Bazaar and Napura villages of Maungdaw. They sold those items to Hindus, which are sold at double price to the Rohingyas now. Starvation have accelerated to maximum in these regions, as hardly any aid agencies can have access to these regions, and a few days back, some rations have been distributed by ICRC to a few Rohingyas in the area, and the Rohingyas look forward for international support in this ongoing human-made famine. Besides starvation, they are confined from traveling even for medical purposes, which pushed many towards deathbed and are expected to die soon. We worry for the future of our children. Before, hardly our children could attend primary schools, but now remaining generation is pushed towards complete ignorance, says one of the parents worrying over the close down of schools in the region, urging for immediate healthcare and educational facilities from international community. In both the villages, around 3,000 people are residing up to date. In Haidafara, 450 families, and Napura, 300 families are facing this horrific situation. Earlier last week, a few Rohingyas in those regions were shot by the military while they were fishing in their own water bodies. Confining the remaining Rohingyas from all forms of human needs and halting of little existing livelihoods are forcing them towards greater human-made famine, and it is taking a shape of biggest shame for the whole humanity, where even living in this area, international bodies have failed to take any immediate steps for a crisis that is not impossible to seize. Lack of immediate health care killed a Rohingya teenage girl in Balukali camp of Cox's Bazar on 8 December 2017, reports an eyewitness. At around 9:40 a.m., the girl was hospitalized to nearby MSF clinic, named to be Malteser. After an hour of inquiry in the reception counter, the girl was taken in and immediately she died at 11 a.m. The girl was identified to be Kabura, daughter of Hafiz Nurul Amin, hailing from Haindafara village tract of Maungdaw Township. In Balukali makeshift camps, only 2 clinics exist. One is provided by MSF and the other by BRAC. Both the clinics require a detailed biography of patients in the reception counter, where fulfilling formalities is more important than treating the patient. In almost every Rohingya camps in Bangladesh, Rohingyas are lingering with all types of healthcare services where they require a deep inquiry before admitting in any of those clinics. Moreover, even if some patients are able to afford and wants to travel to large hospitals outside, it is very difficult to access because of the poor roads in the camps. Somehow, if any patient manage to reach there, they are also harassed by the lack of identity as a Rohingya. Almost 100,000 Rohingyas have taken shelter in Bangladesh, where Rohingyas are still suffering for all types of human needs. In spite of all known harsh conditions in these camps, Rohingyas are still forced to flee towards Bangladesh just with the hope of saving their lives.